So a little less than a month ago, I celebrated my 31st birthday, and I'm not sure if this is true for everyone, so I'll just speak from my own personal experience. I really started to realize what's actually important to me, what my goals and dreams are, and what I aspire to be. I've never been too much of a fan of planning too far into the future, and I'm more of an in-the-moment type of guy, if you can understand that. The past 2 years I've been so focused on trying to make this YouTube dream happen, I'm kind of zoned out from a lot of other noise. Not so much shut myself out from the world, the exact opposite actually. I just stopped trying to hold on to things and people I had to beg to keep around. And before I start, this isn't about anyone or anything in particular. It's based solely on my own preferences and experiences as I grow in this world. So why did I immerse myself in making YouTube content when I could have been focused elsewhere? Well, honestly, I've never felt like I belonged or like I was really comfortable in any situation. I've got a million hobbies and I'm decent in most of them. Everything from drumming, juggling, skating, poi, hitchhiking, making music, the list goes on. Life is full of so many different talents and creative avenues, and I'm interested in dabbling in a bit of everything. Whether it's designing, editing, traveling, 3D printing, airbrushing, flying drones, you get the picture. I've always been super active. I've always wanted to travel around, meeting new people, living out dreams with different individuals in different locations all the time. I was really into sports when I was young. Soccer, basketball, football. And it's so amazing to look back and reminisce on how much fun I've had in my life and how lucky and privileged I am to have had both my parents around and still kicking. I've had such great support lines through my adventures here on Earth, and I appreciate every single one of them. Let me get back to the point. Lately, I've been going through a slight existential crisis. I'm not unhappy or depressed, I'm just content. I'm not bored, just kind of sort of floating by. Or at least that's how I feel. I know a lot of people will tell me I'm affecting their lives in positive ways, but then why do I feel so empty sometimes? I don't feel like I'm doing enough of my life, you guys, and I want to do amazing things. But in order to live an amazing life, you gotta work for it. I've never been one to shy away from hard work. In fact, I've made numerous videos here showing myself in action at different jobs I've held. Whether forklifting, fixing swamp coolers in 100-degree sun on rooftops, running a $500,000 tub grinder. I've done some crazy work and I feel so very accomplished. But I'm just not doing what I feel I should be. I'm not doing enough for the world as a whole, or even enough for my community. The point is, I'm not afraid to work hard, put my all in, and use physical and mental abilities to get the job done. I want to make sure when I leave this place, I left behind less of a mess than when I came, as little as a carbon human footprint as possible, while also leaving behind a legacy that people can keep in their hearts for a while. I don't expect to be remembered forever. In fact, one day, we'll all be thought of for the very last time. I'm not asking for greatness either. I've always wanted to entertain people, and I've acted in foolish ways just to see people happy, because that's what drives me. So help me help you, because I'm super happy when I get to do things that put a smile on other people's faces. So where am I going with all this? Why am I speaking here on YouTube? Who am I to you, and why do I know in my heart that I belong making YouTube videos? I'm positive this platform will lead me to what I'm supposed to be doing. We all can't be the next MrBeast, or Yes Theory, or How Ridiculous, but there's plenty of room on this platform for us all to have enough, and that's what I love. I don't feel like I'm competing against any other YouTuber. Even if and when this channel does blow up, it's not a competition. I love what my favorite YouTubers do for the world, and I want to be there. Look, I probably don't have the best personality, and I've been told I can drone on like Ben Stein, or I'm hard to understand. Maybe I should focus on other things, and not trying to get big on YouTube, because there's a million people trying to, and that's cool. Keep trying. I want to meet you and talk to you about YouTube. I want to collaborate with other filmmakers, vloggers, and entertainers. I want to be an influencer. I'm not asking to be put on a pedestal, but look at what some of these guys have done simply by getting people to watch their videos. Some of my favorite YouTubers, including David Dobrik, Jacksepticeye, Steve Will Do It, PewDiePie, they've been part in their own ways in raising hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars for charities and organizations and people. They change people's lives. MrBeast has given away numerous houses, cars. CHC has given away over $500,000 and a few Teslas in his hospital video, where he paid people's medical bills and rent. This is also amazing, and a lot of it is through sponsorships or companies funding these creators, and I'm fascinated. I'm hooked to this feeling and I can't shake it. I've got hundreds of ideas on how I can help people, and as I said earlier, you've got to work to earn it, and I'm willing to put in that work and spend every dollar and dime I have on creating amazing content for the people, for you all to enjoy and watch. Because the more entertaining content I can put out, the more views and watch time I can receive. The faster we can grow as a channel, get sponsors, and start using more money to do crazy, awesome things, like the rest of these guys do. I want to pay people's rent and buy new cars for people who need it and be a selfless human being. I'm not begging anyone to make me YouTube famous. That sounds crazy. I'm just letting you all into my world and showing you why I'm continuing to keep faith that this will happen. I do all of this for a bigger cause. Now to the original topic of what's important to me and what's not. Making this YouTube dream happen while maintaining a social life, keeping up with my responsibilities, and giving my dog a great life. These things fuel my fire daily. I've also felt social media has been super toxic for me lately, so I deactivated my Facebook and Twitter to solely focus on making better video content. I'll still be on Instagram and make sure to add Mosh Mob on TikTok as well as YouTube. Look, I've never lied to you guys and I'll always be me. I'm a human and I have flaws and weaknesses, and I've been known to be overreactive and overdramatic, so I'm working on all these things. I can admit I've not been the best I can be my whole life, and I will continue to work on myself and take criticism and make sure to use it. I'll never be who or what you want me to be, but who I want to be is someone who doesn't have to worry about money. And when I hear someone is in need, be able to do everything I can physically and financially to help. It's a kind of crazy concept that in order to help anyone in such a substantial way, it requires a buttload of cash. But cash is not what's important at all, just what you can do with it. Money won't make you happy. It's the experience you get to live out when you no longer have to worry about money and have money as an obstacle. And when you're someone who would definitely use that money to give back as much as the people around me would, well, making this YouTube dream happen for not just myself, but for my community and the people in my future who truly need it, becomes a necessity. One day I'd like to actually install irrigation systems to help bring fresh water to villages and communities overseas that don't have that luxury. There's a lot we take for granted that others have to struggle to find. I'd want to open a homeless shelter if and when I could, and I want to meet and be around others who want to do the same. And I'm positive if I keep going on this YouTube adventure, it will lead me there. So why bring any of this up? Do I think people will watch or care? Maybe, maybe not. I just know a lot of amazing things have been happening for and to me recently, and all the signs and messages I receive point me in one direction. I'm truly motivated, even if most days right now I feel alone and try to justify that feeling daily to myself. In the long run, this is going to be the best thing I've ever done. Even if I never find steady clout on this platform, everything I've learned while chasing this has been totally worth it. It's just more information I can share with whoever may need it. I've had a lot of fun making the videos I have, and if you have a certain video you like the most and want to see more of, let me know in the comments. My personal favorite is right here above my head, so check it out and let me know what you think, and how you'd like to see me improve. Also check out some of my music. I may not be the best, but I like doing it, and I like to think my lyrics are pretty awesome, so if you do listen to the words. Here's a link to one of my favorite songs I've made so far. Also, you'd be totally sweet if you helped my little brother out as he's trying to make his own YouTube dream happen. Here's his link, so show him some love. He's a good dude with a wife and a kid and a family, and it's definitely important. So tell anyone you consider family you love them right now, because life is really short and regrets will drive you crazy. Don't let anyone convince you can't succeed in your goals and aspirations. I'm happy for everyone who succeeds. There's room for all of us at the top. So allow me to lift you up. If you're someone who feels the same way I feel about anything I said, feel free to message me and let's talk. This is my philosophy. So until next time, Mosh Kid out.